Hey everybody, this is Colin with the Warp Whistle Podcast, playing my favorite game of all time, Super Mario Bros. 3. Doing a very quick run using the Warp Whistles, as is our name. And also have no deaths. So I actually played this before, and I'm doing the audio recording after. So I might forget some things that I do, but it's a pretty good playthrough. There's a couple of small hiccups, but I don't die, so that's really what counts. So yeah, this is Super Mario Bros. 3. I'm sure pretty much anyone who's played video games has played this game at least once. I've probably played it 500 times. It was directed by Shigeru Miyamoto and Takashi Tezuka. It was also produced by Miyamoto as well. Came out in Japan, actually, 1988, October 23rd. And then 2 years later, February, 1990, February 12th, it came to North America. And then another year later, it came to the PAL regions on August 29th, 1991. So there's a pretty big gap in the old games. Like, sometimes we complain like, oh, we have to wait 6 months to get the release after Japan, or even a year, but like some of these are 2 years. Some of these old games are even longer than that. So I found out if you see the little raccoon tail kind of thing here that you get from the leaf power-up, it's actually the ears and tails of a Japanese raccoon dog. Didn't know that. Thought that was pretty cool. So there's 2 levels down already. Pretty sweet. Now, this is where you get your first warp whistle. And it's also one of the fastest stages because at the very start, you do this, and you go up in the clouds, and then you basically go down a pipe and you're at the end. But of course, I had to get a couple little secrets there. Now, there's a couple of cloud sequences from these little music boxes things that you jump on, and they're all the exact same, and there's always a 1-up right here. And I think I missed that one. So that's my first little mess up. But no biggie, because I don't need that extra life. That was kind of another mess up, because I usually use that, I hold onto that shell and I go down, so I can kill these bad guys, because I think they actually will hit you, even though you're behind the set. One toot on this whistle will send you to a faraway land. Interesting fact, I don't know if you noticed, see how it says World 1 in the bottom left corner there? If you use the warp whistle, you actually go to World 9. There's 8 worlds in this game that you have to beat, but World 9 is actually the warp whistle world. So I didn't notice that when I was a kid, I don't think. Okay, so we're now at the castle. This is actually where you get the second warp whistle. Here's another small mistake. I usually make it all the way up there, but I have to go down here. Do it again. Oh yeah, there's actually 3. That was funny. There's actually 3 warp whistles in this game. 2 of them. The one I had first, this one, and then there's one in World 2, and you have to use one of the Hammer Brothers hammers up in the top right corner, and you break a thing, and then you got to go fight. I think they're fire dudes. So if you're in World 9, use the other warp whistle and you'll go right to World 8. And you can see that World 9 down in the bottom left corner. This is where things really get difficult. It probably took me about 5 tries to actually beat this without dying. Not this level, I just mean the playthrough. I always end up dying at the fast level. I'll show you, that'll come up in a couple of minutes. So there is a theory that this game is actually just like a play, because at the start of the game you see the curtain come up and they're kind of just on like a set, and then when you're playing the levels there's actually like almost like nails and stuff in the boards that you can jump on and go on your platforming adventure. I don't think it was ever confirmed by Nintendo, but it's kind of a cool idea. Maybe it's like a exaggerated retelling of the first Mario, because obviously there wasn't really airships and all that stuff in the first game. Oop. A couple more interesting things about this game. It was a huge success when it first came out, and they actually say it was partly influenced by its promotion of the 1989 film The Wizard. So if you never saw The Wizard, it's basically like a video game tournament, and this kid's trying to get there, and this is the game of the tournament. They have to get the highest score, which is kind of funny because I never actually play Mario games for the score. You'll see the score on the bottom there, right under the P power flying thing. I always thought that was funny, but I don't ever try to get a high score. I just play. I actually don't know anyone that actually tries to get a high score. And this game is actually the third best-selling NES game of all time, which is kind of fitting because it's Mario 3, and it sold 18 million copies worldwide. And it also sparked a short television cartoon series, which I actually own on DVD, and it's pretty terrible, but it's kind of funny. This is another little secret. You saw me go underneath the ship there. I remember when I first played this, and I thought it was lava. I just assumed it was lava. But it's actually just dirty water. You can go right under the ships. You have to be careful though, because you can get snagged at the start of the ship and you won't realize, because you can't really see your sprite, and then you will die. Some people might consider this cheating, but I say, what the hell? It's there, I'm gonna do it. Alright, so we're through the first part of the Bowser world. The underworld, maybe, because it seems pretty much like hell. Normally a hand will grab you there. You don't have to play these stages, but I like to get the power-ups just in case. So there's 3 levels on this little bridge here, and each of them will give you a leaf, which can come in handy in a couple of levels later. And that little floating ship in the corner there is the one that I kept dying at. This is by far the easiest of the 3 levels on this bridge. And then the last one is probably the hardest, because there's fish jumping everywhere and they're kind of hard to avoid. I think the hand grabs me there, yeah. I don't know whose hand that is. I don't know if they ever explained that. Maybe it's Master Hand from Smash Bros. You know what? I want to look that up. So it's called the hand trap. There are 3 hand traps. Wait, what? Hand traps are 3 levels in Mario 3 Nuzzle Volcanoes in Darkland. Yeah, it doesn't really say, it just explains what the levels are. It doesn't say where the hand comes from. So, okay, so see how fast this stage is scrolling? This is the one that got me. I think I mess up a couple times here. I'll lose my Japanese raccoon dog suit right there. And I think I even get hit again. So I'm just a little tiny guy. Whoa, there it is. This part was very stressful for me. Luckily it was at the very end and I can kill these bosses no problem. Just by constantly jumping. Just don't give them a chance to get up and you'll just kill them. As soon as you land, jump again. Maybe give it like a split second. So there's those leaves I was talking about. You want to power up right away because this is actually the level that you really need one of those if you want to make it easier for yourself. I think I mess up here. I don't quite fly how I want it to and I have to go back and do it. Yeah, see, I messed up there. I should have just did a continuous run. I'll never make it there now. I'm trying to get in the top of that pipe. Ooh, that was close. If that had hit me, I probably would have had to restart the whole game and it would have been 6 playthroughs. There we go. That's what I was trying the first time. I always love the big, like, big small world and the big blocks and stuff. If I had waited up there, I would have got 3 extra lives, but since I was trying to do a no death playthrough, it didn't matter how many lives I had. Boop. This is the part I kept dying at, because I would jump on that thing, and I wouldn't bounce properly. Ooh, I just made that one. This is another stage with a pretty big secret. So the first sand pit you see, just let yourself fall down. You can actually go left or right. Left, I believe, just gives you another leaf, and if you go right, you get some more 1-ups. And coins as well. And you want to wait for them to throw their fire, or spit their fire. Go to the top and then run down and fly once you get to the bottom. If you don't do that, you're probably gonna be in for a bad time. Now if this is your first time playing this castle, it is confusing as hell. But once you know what to do, it's pretty easy. There's just so many doors you can go through, and most of them are wrong. I think I lose I lose that, go back and get the flower. Woohoo, that was close. So when you go through that door, hold in right automatically, because if you don't, that little conveyor belt will take you right to the left and throw you in the lava. And basically you need to get this leaf to continue onwards, and you don't want to lose it before you get to the end, which is right here. So get the star, kill the ghost. Oh, I didn't kill the ghost, but you can kill this waboom thing. Now this is a tricky part. This is where most people get caught. They go in there instead of going in here. And that's the real ending. I wonder what would happen if I tried to press up there when I was flying. I wonder if I could go through that door. Should have tried it. Didn't want to risk it though, because I wasn't going to play through again. I was doing too good. Alright, we're getting real close to the end. There's just one more level, and then we're at Bowser's Castle. Now there's a gameplay video online of some guy, I think it's this level, And he just continuously bounces on these cannons, or cannonballs, and gets like 99 1-ups and infinite points and stuff. I don't know if it's real. I don't know if he used some kind of like computer program or something, because it seems impossible. But maybe he did do it. I don't know. I could probably never do it. I'm not even gonna try to do it ever. But I thought it was kind of interesting. I think he beats it in like 11 minutes or 15 minutes or something. It's the only frustrating thing about World 8, the Dark World, is these stages, the scroll, there's a lot of scrolling ones, and they're just, you want to go a little bit faster, but then they have the really fast one, and that's too fast. Alright, one more little boss here. Now, Bowser's Castle, which is coming up next, can also be very confusing because there's a lot of different ways to go. We'll get there in a second. So right off the bat, you want to run full speed. I think you get hit by a laser no matter what. If you have the Tanuki or the leaf. Always hold in right because you'll fall to your death. There's a little secret up here that you can warp through this wall. It takes me a couple tries, but I do get it. Basically, you just have to duck and jump and hold in right on top of that block. There you go. And you go to the last one, drop. See, if I went in that top door, or there's actually another one closer to the bottom below this part. It's right there, actually, on the left. If you go in that door or the other door, there's actually less space for Bowser to fall at the end. And I'll show you what I mean there in a minute. This is one of those parts where you want to jump, kind of like fake jump forward and then go back, because Bowser's shooting all this stuff. I assume it's Bowser. Alright, so here it is. Now, see the open floor here? Those gray blocks will actually close in further and further if you go in the other doors. So one of them just has one opening, and this is the best one that I know of anyway. I really like Bowser's sprite. He has a lot of cool features, a lot of cool animations. Ooh. I feel like he kind of... Yeah. I feel like I was far enough over that he should have went to where I was. I guess not. Lose that. And there we go. The game has been beaten. No lives lost. I always like that little thud. Makes Mario automatically jump when Bowser hits the bottom. And the little flashy door opens and you walk through. Thank you, but our princess is in another castle. JK. La 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 la. What a joker. And there's the curtain again. So maybe it is a play after all. Who knows? I always love the ending of this too. It shows all the different worlds and some different bad guys. So we have grassland, desert land, Waterland. They actually renamed all these in the Game Boy Advance one. I I don't remember the names, but I know they're all different. Most of them are different anyway. Giant Land. That is my favorite world of all time. Skyland. There's the Tanuki suit and the statue. I really think they should make a new Giant Land in the next 3D Mario. They had it in Mario 64, but I don't really remember having it in anything after that. There could be one in Galaxy, I just don't remember. And Darkland, which is basically just hell. So I thought it was kind of interesting to point out that there's no actual credits in this game. It's just, that's it. That's the end. Anyways, thanks for watching, guys. I'm going to do a Mega Man 2 playthrough next. No deaths. And yeah, check it out. Thanks for watching.